story that starts, well, more than 250 years ago. Way back when. And it's about a little boy whose name was Thomas. Thomas lived on the other side of this country in a place called Virginia. And he grew up there with his family. And he had many brothers and sisters. I think there were about 7 or 8 children in the family. He was the oldest son. So lots of times when the kids played together and when they had some of the friends come over, he would be the person that would decide what they would play. One day he decided that they would play king, and he would be king. So they made a crown and they put it on his head, and he found a big chair and he sat on the chair as if it were a throne. And he started thinking, well, my servants should be doing things for me. So this one, you go off and get me a drink of royal water. And this one, you go off and tax the people. That went on for a while. He thought, this feels pretty good. People do the things that I want them to do. What he didn't know is that all of his siblings and his friends were planning a revolution. And before long, they had taken the crown off of his head, taken him off the throne, and they had put another one of them sitting there. Now Thomas got to learn what it felt like to be a servant. And he had to do the things that the king was telling him to do. Well, Thomas thought about this, and he said, I wonder what the world would be like if everyone was equal. If we all had a say in how our laws were made and how the taxes were charged. I wonder how it would be if each one of us could set our own beliefs and if each one of us could have true freedom. Exactly. So when Thomas grew up, he became a lawyer, but he also had a lot of other interests. He built his own house, a huge house, 35 rooms up on a hill. He played the violin, he loved to sing, dance. He also loved to give speeches. And the people who lived in that area elected him to public offices. When 1776 rolled around, and the people of the colonies were wanting to declare their independence from the King of England, they asked Thomas Jefferson to write the Declaration of Independence. It took him 17 days to do that, and he had very little help from John Adams and from Benjamin Franklin. But mostly, what we know is the Declaration of Independence are the words that Thomas Jefferson put with his pen on paper. Well, Thomas Jefferson went on from that to be elected or to be appointed as the Secretary of State and then elected as the Vice President of the United States when John Adams was President. And then right after that, he was elected President and served for 8 years as President of the United States. So we remember Thomas Jefferson as the father of American democracy because of his writing the Declaration of Independence. But you and I also remember Thomas Jefferson because in the latter part of his life, he wrote a letter in which he said, I look around my neighborhood and there are no Unitarian churches, so I'm going to have to be satisfied to be a Unitarian by myself. His belief in democracy, in equal rights for all people. What's that? Did he make this church? In some way, he made this church. Because of his belief in democracy and other people like him, this church is organized around democratic principles. So we look back to him because he was a Unitarian, because he believed so fully in democracy. that